You've been visualizing. You've been affirming. You've been setting intentions with all your heart. And yet, the reality you're longing for seems to dance just out of reach, like a mirage that fades the closer you get. Maybe you've wondered, am I missing a step? Is the universe testing me? Is there some hidden block I can't see? The truth is deeper than most teachings dare to reveal. It's not about how often you visualize. It's not about how detailed your vision board is. And it's definitely not about working harder on your manifestation. The hidden reason you're not manifesting isn't a missing action. It's a vibrational gap, a silent mismatch between who you think you are and who you truly need to become to receive the life you've asked for. This gap isn't bridged by doing more. It's bridged by being differently, by shifting your core identity, not just your wishes. When you understand this, you stop chasing outcomes. You stop grasping for signs and signals. You step into a deeper current where reality bends to your embodied truth. Today, I'm going to show you exactly why your manifestations have been delayed and how to finally break free from the invisible patterns keeping you stuck. This isn't about hustling harder. This isn't about trying to force or manipulate energy. It's about something infinitely more powerful, aligning so fully with your true self that what you desire has no choice but to appear. Are you ready to see what's really been standing in your way? Stay with me, because once you see it, you'll never manifest the same way again. You've been told to stay positive. You've been told to visualize with detail, to set clear intentions, to feel as if it's already done. And you've done all of it, faithfully, sincerely. So why does it still feel like something is holding you back? The hidden block isn't your technique. It isn't your lack of faith. It isn't the size of your dream. It's something far quieter and far more powerful, your emotional resistance to receiving. Most people focus so much energy on wanting that they unknowingly build walls against allowing. Wanting, in its purest form, is beautiful. It's the seed of all creation. But when wanting carries the energy of lack, urgency, or not enoughness, it creates a subtle but strong vibrational message. I don't have it yet. I'm not there yet. Something is missing. And the universe, being the perfect mirror, simply reflects that back to you. This is the silent block no one talks about, the identity of the seeker. As long as you remain in the vibration of the seeker, your manifestations stay just out of reach. Because a seeker, by definition, is someone who is not yet found. And the universe cannot deliver to someone who vibrationally insists they are still searching. It's not your fault. This conditioning runs deep. Society glorifies the chase, the grind, the striving. You've been taught to believe that wanting harder, working harder, pushing harder would finally tip the scales in your favor. But the spiritual laws are different. In the spiritual realm, being matters infinitely more than doing. What you embody is what you receive. What you claim without doubt is what crystallizes into form. And so, the real question isn't, how can I manifest faster? It's, who am I being right now? And is that version of me a vibrational match to what I desire? This realization changes everything, because it shifts your focus away from external effort and toward internal alignment. It invites you to stop chasing and start becoming. It demands honesty, radical, loving honesty, about the energy you are broadcasting beneath your words, beneath your rituals, beneath your vision boards. Pause for a moment and ask yourself, when you visualize your dream life, what emotion dominates your heart? Is it excitement, gratitude, peace? Or is there an undercurrent of fear? A whisper of what if it never happens? A quiet clench of desperation? These hidden emotions carry far more creative power than the words you speak, or the images you imagine. They are the true authors of your vibration. And the universe listens, not to what you say, but to what you truly feel. When you bring loving awareness to these hidden patterns, you reclaim your power. You stop treating manifestation as a race to win, and start treating it as a relationship to nurture, a sacred dance between your inner being and the infinite field of possibilities. You were never meant to chase your dreams like a starving hunter. You were meant to become the version of yourself for whom those dreams are inevitable. This is the silent block that no one talks about, not the lack of effort, not the wrong techniques, but the subtle misalignment between your desires and your identity. And once you see it, you can never unsee it. You realize that manifestation isn't about fighting for what you want. It's about relaxing into who you already are, at your deepest and most abundant level. Are you ready to bridge that gap, not by striving harder, but by aligning deeper? And if you're starting to sense that your relationships reflect the same pattern, attracting people who mirror your inner doubts or fears, then it's time to shift that too. Are you tired of attracting the wrong people and ending up in frustrating relationships? The truth is, the love you receive reflects the energy you radiate. If you want to build deeper, healthier, and more abundant connections. You need to shift your energy. In my book, The Law of Attraction in Relationships, I'll show you how to transform your energy and attract the kind of love you truly deserve. Stop repeating the same mistakes. Start your transformation now. Click the link pinned in the first comment and dive in. There's a moment in almost every spiritual journey where we confuse effort with alignment. We try harder. We double down. We do more affirmations, more scripting, more rituals, not from a place of joy, but from a place of urgency. And all the while, we tell ourselves, I'm doing everything I can. But here's the subtle trap. Trying carries a very specific vibration. And it's not the vibration of creation. It's the vibration of lack. Trying implies that something isn't working, that you haven't arrived, that there's still a gap between where you are and where you want to be, and that it's your job to fix it. In other words, when you're trying, you're not being. And manifestation doesn't respond to your efforts. It responds to your essence. Imagine planting a seed in the soil. You water it. You give it sunlight. You trust that nature will do the rest. You don't stand over it every hour saying, grow, damn it, grow. But in manifestation, that's exactly what we do when we're trying. Trying is filled with tension. It's anxious. It's doubtful. It's rooted in the fear that if you don't push, the universe won't move. And yet, the universe was never waiting on your effort. It was waiting on your alignment. Let this land deeply. You are not the creator by force. You are the creator by alignment. You don't manifest by wrestling reality into place. You manifest by resonating so deeply with the energy of what you desire that it magnetizes to you naturally because it matches who you are being. But when you try, you are unknowingly affirming that you don't believe. You are saying, this isn't real yet. I don't fully trust. I need to do more to make it happen. And what you're truly projecting into the quantum field is, I don't have it. I'm not enough yet. I must earn it. Can you feel how heavy that energy is? Now contrast that with this. I am aligned. I am ready. I am open to receiving. I am already the version of myself who has this. Feel the difference? Trying is the voice of the ego scrambling to prove it's worthy. Allowing is the voice of the soul resting in its truth. And here's the spiritual law that will change how you manifest forever. The more you try, the more you affirm you don't yet have. This is why so many people say, I've been trying to manifest this for years. And the years go by, with nothing shifting, because the vibration of trying becomes a loop. A cycle that keeps you spinning in the same energetic circle. You're calling in your desire, but also blocking it with the very energy you're emitting. So, how do you break this loop? You stop trying, not by giving up your desire, but by surrendering the tension around it. You soften, you allow, you trust that the version of you who already has it exists, and you begin to embody that version now. Not someday, not after I visualize 30 more times. You start asking, what does the version of me who already has this feel like? How does she walk into a room? How does he speak to himself? What decisions does this version of me make with ease? And then, you start living from that place. Not as a performance, not as a trick, but as a genuine remembering of who you already are beneath the fear, beneath the striving, beneath the trying. Because the truth is, you were never meant to chase your manifestations. You were meant to become the vessel that receives them with grace. The universe is not waiting for you to try harder. It's waiting for you to come into harmony with your already complete self. And the more you relax, the more reality bends. So today, let go of trying. Let go of proving. Let go of grasping. Your power was never in the effort. It was always in the alignment. But before we continue, are you tired of attracting the wrong people and ending up in frustrating relationships? The truth is, the love you receive reflects the energy you radiate. If you want to build deeper, healthier, and more abundant connections, you need to shift your energy. In my book, The Law of Attraction in Relationships, I'll show you how to transform your energy and attract the kind of love you truly deserve. Stop repeating the same mistakes. Start your transformation now. Click the link pinned in the first comment and dive in. Intentions are powerful. They focus the mind, energize the heart, and clarify your desires. But if your identity doesn't match your intention, the energy collapses. Like trying to send a signal through a blocked channel, the frequency simply doesn't transmit. This is the missing piece. It's not that you're not intending hard enough. It's that, on a deeper level, you don't fully believe you are the kind of person who gets to have what you're asking for. And in manifestation, it's not what you want that shows up, it's who you are being. You can set the clearest, most inspired intention, but if your subconscious identity whispers, I'm not worthy, I don't belong, this isn't for people like me. Because identity carries weight. It's the vibrational foundation of your entire reality. Think of it like this: if intention is the command, identity is the operating system it runs on. And no matter how brilliant the command, if the system underneath says, error, the whole thing fails. This is why two people can set the same intention. One gets results effortlessly. The other stays stuck for years. The difference? Not the intention, not the strategy, the identity. Who you believe you are determines what you will allow, what you will pursue, what you will hold, and what you will sabotage. This is why so many manifestations dissolve the moment they arrive. Because the person receiving them hasn't yet become the version of themselves that can sustain that reality. We see this all the time. People manifest the relationship, but can't receive real love. They manifest money, but lose it or feel guilty spending it. They manifest opportunity, but feel like an imposter the entire time. Why? Because the external changed faster than the internal. The reality upgraded, but the identity stayed the same. And sooner or later, your life will always rearrange itself to match your most dominant self-perception. So here's the real question. Who do you believe you are? Not who do you want to be. Not who are you becoming. But right now, who are you being? That answer is the blueprint of your life. If you see yourself as someone who always struggles, even when abundance knocks, you'll find a way to stay in lack. If you see yourself as someone who isn't chosen, you'll subconsciously reject the very love you're asking for. But if you begin to shift your identity, not just your intention, everything changes. Because the version of you who already has it doesn't try to manifest it. They live it. They breathe it. They make choices from a place of wholeness, not hunger. They don't visualize hoping something will come. They act from the knowing that it already belongs to them. This is not about pretending. It's not about faking it. It's about aligning with the deeper truth of who you really are, before life, trauma, and programming told you otherwise. Because your soul already knows abundance. It already knows love. It already knows ease. Your job is to remember. To unlearn everything that told you had to chase, prove, earn, or struggle your way into what's already yours by divine right. That remembering is what reprograms your identity. And when your identity shifts, intention becomes effortless, because it's no longer a desire you're reaching for, it's a reality you're returning to. So, how do you start? Start by asking yourself every day, what would the version of me who already has this do today? How would they speak to themselves? What would they no longer tolerate? And then, choose from that version. Not just occasionally, not when you feel confident, but every day, especially when the old identity tries to take the wheel. Because every time you choose your future self over your familiar self, you close the vibrational gap. You become a match for the life you've been praying for. And in that state, reality bends. But before we continue, let's talk about love, because your relationships reflect your identity more clearly than anything else. Are you tired of attracting the wrong people and ending up in frustrating relationships? The truth is, the love you receive reflects the energy you radiate. If you want to build deeper, healthier, and more abundant connections, you need to shift your energy. In my book, The Law of Attraction in Relationships, I'll show you how to transform your energy and attract the kind of love you truly deserve. Stop repeating the same mistakes. Start your transformation now. Click the link pinned in the first comment and dive in. There's a pivotal shift that occurs when you stop asking, when will it happen? And start living as if it already has. This isn't fantasy. This isn't self-delusion. This is vibrational mastery. Because the universe doesn't respond to your timeline. It responds to your state of being. Embodying the energy of already done means you stop trying to manifest from a place of need and start manifesting from a place of certainty. You move from I hope it happens to it's inevitable because it's already mine in vibration. And once you hold that frequency consistently enough, reality has no choice but to conform. Think about it. When you've truly decided something, there's no anxiety. There's no grasping. There's no questioning every step. You walk differently. You speak differently. You radiate differently. That's the power of embodiment. It's not about forcing yourself to believe. It's about feeling so saturated in the reality you've chosen that doubt becomes irrelevant because you're already living it internally. Here's the paradox. You must feel the fulfillment before the physical evidence arrives. You must taste the gratitude, the love, the freedom before the circumstances shift. And when you do, you collapse the waiting time because manifestation is never about time. It's about alignment. Imagine if you knew, without a shred of doubt, that the reality you desire was already set in motion, the way you know the sun will rise tomorrow. How would you behave today? Would you panic? Would you doubt? Would you cling? Or would you move with calm, joyful expectation? This is the state of the master manifester. They live in the vibration of done now. Not because they're tricking the universe, but because they are the universe already expressing that version of reality through their being. They don't wait for permission. They don't wait for signs. They become the evidence. They speak words aligned with their new life. They make choices as if abundance is normal, love is inevitable, success is natural. They build structures in their mind, body, and actions that assume fulfillment, not delay. This is embodiment, and it's available to you right now. Start asking yourself powerful questions. How would I feel if it were already done? How would I move through today if I absolutely trusted it's mine? What decisions would I make from that place of knowing? And then, act accordingly. Maybe it means speaking kinder to yourself. Maybe it means setting boundaries that your future self would set. Maybe it means investing in yourself like someone who knows their worth. Whatever it is, start small, but start now. Every tiny choice rooted in already done multiplies your magnetic power. Because embodiment isn't just about thinking differently. It's about being differently in the micro moments no one else sees. And when you start embodying your new reality before it's visible, you send a crystal clear signal to the quantum field. This is who I am now. And the quantum field rearranges itself accordingly. Its law, remember, energy precedes matter. You don't wait for the external to validate your internal state. You generate the internal state, and the external must catch up. There's a reason Neville Goddard taught that imagining with the feeling of the wish fulfilled was the secret to all creation. He didn't say visualize until you get it. He said live from it, not toward it, from it. You don't manifest what you want. You manifest what you are. So, today, choose to embody the version of you who already knows, already feels, already celebrates the fulfillment of your desire. Let that certainty lead your words, your thoughts, your posture, your decisions. And watch how life bends in response. Because there's one final leap every master manifester must make. The leap from asking to allowing. And that's where the true magic begins. There's a deep, almost invisible line between seeking and receiving. And where you stand on that line determines everything you experience. When you are seeking, you are chasing a future reality. You are moving towards something you believe is outside of you. Something separate, something distant. Seeking vibrates with the energy of not yet. It carries a subtle message. I don't have it. I'm not there yet. I need to find it. And even though your desire is sincere, the signal you are broadcasting is one of absence. In spiritual law, this is critical, because the universe does not respond to what you want. It responds to the state you are consistently being. When you are in seeking mode, you are affirming lack. You are vibrating with the gap, not the fulfillment. And so, no matter how hard you seek, the very act of seeking perpetuates the absence. It's a loop, one that can only be broken by a radical shift, moving from seeking to receiving. Receiving is a different frequency altogether. Receiving says, I trust, I allow, I am ready, I am open. Receiving is not passive, it's profoundly active at the vibrational level. It's an openness of heart, mind, and soul that says, I already know it's mine. I already know it's here. I simply let it come. Think of sunlight. You don't have to chase the sun. You don't have to prove you're worthy of its warmth. You simply stand in the open and allow the light to reach you. The same is true for your manifestations. They are not prizes you must hunt down. They are frequencies you must match and allow in. But here's the nuance. Allowing requires trust. Deep trust. Trust in the timing. Trust in your worthiness. Trust in the unseen forces working in your favor. Most people stay stuck in seeking because trust feels terrifying. They've been taught that unless they control, manipulate, and strive, nothing good will come. But spiritual truth operates differently. In the spiritual realm, control is weakness. Trust is strength. The more you try to control the how and when of your manifestation, the more you bottleneck the infinite pathways the universe could use to deliver it to you. The moment you release the need to seek, the moment you surrender the timeline, the moment you stop asking, where is it? And start knowing, it's already here. You shift, and reality rushes in to meet your new frequency. This is not blind faith. It's vibrational certainty. It's an energetic decision to be the receiver, not the seeker. So, how do you practice this shift in daily life? You practice receiving mode. Begin each day with the feeling, I am open to all the good that is seeking me now. Replace anxious thoughts with affirmations of certainty. It's on its way. It's inevitable. When doubt arises, and it will, lovingly remind yourself, my only job is to stay aligned and open. Celebrate signs of alignment. No matter how small, every synchronicity, every insight, every moment of joy. Receiving mode is living from the vibration of gratitude for what's already yours, even before it fully materializes. And that gratitude becomes a magnet. Gratitude says, I trust. Gratitude says, I already have. And the universe responds accordingly. Here's more. You shift from asking, to thanking. From reaching to allowing. From tension to flow. And suddenly, the very things you once chased start chasing you. Opportunities find you. People find you. Solutions find you. Because your energy is no longer broadcasting I need. It's broadcasting I am. And in the quantum field, I am is the most creative statement you can make. You are not becoming a match for your desire. You are the match. You are not waiting for your reality to change. You are the change. This is the power of shifting from seeking to receiving. It's not about doing more. It's about becoming more receptive, more trusting, more aligned with the truth that what you desire desires you back. Because manifestation isn't meant to be a what-time miracle. It's meant to be your natural state. There's a secret that the world's most aligned manifestors understand. Fulfillment isn't something you achieve. It's something you choose, moment by moment. It's easy to think that fulfillment will come after the manifestation, after the money appears, after the relationship arrives, after the success is recognized. But if you wait for the external to change before you feel fulfilled internally, you lock yourself in an endless loop of postponement. You tell the universe, I will feel whole when, and the universe, ever the faithful mirror, says back, okay, you are not whole yet. Living in the frequency of fulfillment means you reverse the equation. You feel whole first, and then life rearranges itself to reflect your wholeness. You vibrate with satisfaction before there's a reason to be satisfied. You vibrate with joy before the external validates your joy. And by doing so, you collapse time. Because vibrationally, you are no longer waiting. You are living. You are no longer reaching. You are receiving. You are no longer hoping. You are being. This is the frequency that makes manifestation seem effortless. It's the frequency that turns dreams into inevitabilities. But here's the key. Fulfillment is a practice. It's not a what-time decision. It's a state you cultivate, nurture, and return to, especially when the mind tries to drag you back into doubt. It's built in the small moments when you choose gratitude over complaint, when you celebrate tiny wins with the same joy as big breakthroughs, when you speak to yourself with love instead of criticism, when you honor the journey instead of obsessing over the destination. Fulfillment is a vibration you build like a muscle. And the more you live in it, the more reality responds to it. Not because you're trying to manipulate reality, but because you're living from the truth of who you really are, of being already whole, already connected, already worthy. This is why some people seem to attract blessings effortlessly. It's not luck. It's not magic. It's resonance. They live in a steady hum of I am enough. I am blessed. I am fulfilled. And that hum calls forth realities that match their song. You can do the same. You can live today, not someday, in the energy of fulfillment. You can wake up each morning and ask, what can I celebrate today? How can I feel abundant today? Where can I choose peace today? And each time you choose fulfillment before evidence, you become a magnet for miracles. Life bends not to your wishes, but to your wholeness. It doesn't require perfection. It requires presence. Presence with your emotions. Presence with your desires. Presence with the knowing that even as you expand, you are already complete. Because here's the beautiful paradox. You can desire more without feeling lack. You can dream bigger without feeling incomplete. You can expand your reality without needing to escape your current one. True manifestation is born not from urgency, but from overflow. Not from emptiness seeking to be filled, but from fullness seeking to express. And when you live from that place, you don't just manifest things. You manifest a life where joy isn't conditional, a life where love isn't scarce, a life where abundance isn't distant. It's here, now, within you. Living in the frequency of fulfillment is the ultimate manifestation hack. Because when you no longer need your desires to feel complete, they're free to flow to you, quickly, easily, naturally. You stop chasing. You start attracting. You stop striving. You start allowing. You stop asking, when will it happen? And start living. Of course it's happening. It's already done. This is the art of living fulfilled. This is the mastery that transforms not just one area of your life, but all of it. Because when fulfillment becomes your default vibration, miracles become your new normal. And as we move into the final moments of this journey, we're going to tie it all together with reflection on how to carry this embodiment forward into every corner of your life. Because the real magic isn't just in manifesting the next thing. It's in becoming the kind of person for whom miracles are a way of life. Let's walk that path together. Now take a breath. Not a shallow one, a deep, grounded, soul-filled breath. Because everything we've explored here, it wasn't just information. It was a remembering, a returning to the truth you've always carried, but perhaps forgotten in the noise of the world. The truth that your power was never in the future. It was never in the next method, the next teacher, the next manifestation technique. Your power has always been in your alignment, in your vibration, in your choice to live, here and now, as the version of you for whom it's already done. You are not broken. You are not behind. You are not unlucky, unworthy, or overlooked by the universe. You are simply learning to stop seeking and start receiving. You are remembering how to shift from trying to allowing. You are learning to live, not as someone who hopes for a miracle, but as someone who is the miracle. Because here is the ultimate truth. You don't manifest through force. You manifest through frequency. And when you live in the frequency of fulfillment, when your identity aligns with your intention, when your being aligns with your desire, the universe moves mountains on your behalf. Things that once felt distant arrive effortlessly. Doors that were closed swing open without effort. People, opportunities, and experiences begin to orbit around your new energy like planets around the sun. Not because you chased them, but because you became the version of yourself who no longer needs to. So if you take nothing else from this video, take this, stop trying to become, and start remembering that you already are. You already are abundant. You already are loved. You already are powerful beyond measure. Your job is not to force. Your job is to align. And from that place, you'll begin to experience what the mystics, the sages, the prophets, and the quantum physicists have all agreed upon. That reality is not outside you, it's within you, responding to your dominant state of being. Now, this journey doesn't end here. This is only the beginning. In our next video, we're going to go even deeper into how to dismantle the inner stories and subconscious programs that have kept you cycling in doubt, sabotage, or unworthiness. Because it's not enough to just feel the energy. You must also clear the resistance that's been blocking it, so stay close. Your transformation is already unfolding, and the life that once felt like a distant dream, it's already reaching for you. You were never waiting, you were always remembering, and now that you've remembered who you really are, you're ready.